morning, good morning. Welcome to my page, Glitzy Creations by Ginger. My name is Ginger, and welcome to take 2. So if you're watching this part of the broadcast, you are more than likely watching the replay. Please hashtag replay. I would love to know that you were here. So this is my segment with the bright and early crafters. I have had a little bit of a mix-up in my brain, which isn't surprising for the weekend that I've had. A busy weekend with my grandkids. Totally read the wrong flyer, and so I am all set up for the wrong theme. Anyway, we're gonna move forward. We're just gonna plug along. Oh my goodness. Hold on 1 second while I get myself situated and my brain screwed on the right direction. Give me 1 moment. Let me pull myself up because I am not seeing comments. Okay. Yes, there are lots of comments, but hi Tisha, hi Tanya. Thank you Tisha for sprinkling. Hi Brenda. Hey Sam, yes, redo. Can I please? Good morning Brenda. Hi Deanna and Lydia. Can I just start over the day? Can we just go back to bed? Hi Marissa. Okay guys, so Debbie is probably gonna fire me. This might be the last time you see me on Monday mornings because I have completely, there's a handful of flyers in our chat and oh, thank you Alyssa. And I pulled up, first of all, my comments are not working. So I have my comments pulled up here. I'm gonna try to, hola Eliza, I'm gonna try and go back and forth. So there's lots of different flyers for the next few weeks, and I pulled the wrong one. It is Monday. Lydia, Debbie, I am so sorry. Okay, so I pulled the wrong one. I posted the wrong one last night. I posted it late last night before I went to bed. And I was like, okay, so it's sports themed. Take me out to the ballpark. I'm not a huge sports person, but I can do popcorn. We can do this. I have a project already ready. I'm ready to go. So this morning I was watching Marissa, Debbie, okay. So just now when I went to do the lineup, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the wrong date. So I'm watching Marissa this morning and I'm like, oh gosh, Marissa, she's doing ocean. It's ballpark. Marissa, what are you doing? You're doing the wrong theme. Little did I know, it was me. Yes, I've been up since 4 as well. I'm sorry. My brain is around all the things we had sweet grandbabies for 5 days. Today I am back-to-back, double booked lives. Then I'm gonna head on over to watch my grandbabies all afternoon. I had a Bible study in between that I'm just gonna not have to do. Hi, Deanna. So, again, I might get fired for this. Who knows? Won't be the first time I've created a crafting faux pas. I've got the wrong theme, but anyway, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna do popcorn, and I'll do something else next week for Take Me Out to the Ballpark. But we're gonna do popcorn. What is more, I remember sitting at baseball games with my dad. My dad lived in LA, huge Dodgers fan. And in the summer, we'd go visit him every summer and he would take us to the Dodgers game. My favorite thing was, first of all, the wave. The wave is the best thing when you are 8 years old. You just think you're so cool. Good morning, Robin. Hi, Penny. Hi, Elsie and Brenda. I know, and I had daughters. So we spent a lot of time at dance studios. We spent a lot of time at dance competitions and theater events, not a lot of time at the ballpark. But I do remember eating lots of popcorn. So we're gonna do a popcorn design with a little bit of a bumblebee flair. I guess it really can't work for Take Me to the Beach. Hi Tina, hello beautiful. And Like, I have so many beach things that I could do. I'm just, oh well. So what I do have here are these adorable little tiny popcorn buckets that I got at Hobby Lobby in the baby shower section. They have that whole party section. They've got really, really cute little, hey Jolene, happy Monday. Yes, it is a Monday. If you've missed, I pulled up the wrong flyer, the wrong theme, the whole thing, but that's okay. Ooh, well, thank you. So I almost wore a headband because my roots have grown out, guys. So let's bring some blonde a little bit forward. But yeah, the roots have grown out. So now all I see up here are, you know, hey, Ann, how are you? Sorry if I'm missing. But yeah, I was going to kind of match the bumblebee theme, but I've got like the patriotic background in the back. It's just, it's a Monday, guys. It is a Monday. Hey, Anne from Australia. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Cute little popcorn buckets. I'm taking my toilet paper roll, and we are just going to glue it to the bottom of our popcorn bucket. There we go. We're going to let that set for a second. We've got this one now. So these are going to go on a bumblebee tree that I'm doing. So I went ahead and I put a little pipe cleaner along the back so that I can attach this to the inside of the tree. I like to fill, so these of course are cardboard. There is some give to them. And hi Diana, just so that they are a little bit more sturdy. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, it's very lacy. I do love me some lace. You probably can't see it up close, but it is, yeah, it is fun. Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. Hi, Penny. Hey, Shelby. I missed you this morning. Hey, Tina. Okay, so I like to take a little bit of plastic. Now, this was just off something that I unwrapped. Good morning, Tina. So I'm going to start from the bottom, and I am going to just work it in there all around. You can use, hey, Sam. You can use, hi, Jenna. Plastic bags. These are great for recycling all those, you know, plastic bags that we get from the grocery store. And I'm just wrapping these around, pushing it down, filling in so that when I'm all done, it's got a little bit more structure to it. Okay, so obviously it's like bulging a little bit, but what we're gonna do is we are gonna stiffen that up. So I cut out these little squares of cardboard from a chip box that I had. So we are going to, let's see, make sure we've got this. So we're first gonna pop it, some hot glue along the top rim of our toilet paper roll. So now we have completely filled this in. It's nice and sturdy. We're not wasting any of our great, wonderful material. Hi, Beth. How are you? Good morning, Nikki B. Hi. Is it Jeannie? Hello, Joanne, my sweet friend. Okay, and now because my sides are not attached, we're just gonna take some hot glue around the edge. Hold that in. Hello, Marissa. I don't know if you heard my funny story. Hi, Lambrina. Hey, Beth. So I pulled up the wrong flyer, so I'm doing the wrong thing. And when I was watching you, Yes, we survived. It was so fun. Like, oh, thank you, Joanne. I know I need to get my YouTube up and running so I can catch your YouTubes live. I catch them on the replay. I had a fun weekend with 2 of my 3 granddaughters. So I'm watching Marissa this morning, and I'm seeing her design. So I had pulled up the wrong flyer. There's a few flyers for like weeks and weeks. They've done us, hi Deidre. Debbie has done us a huge favor by letting us know like what's coming up. Hey Wendy. So I grabbed the wrong flyer last night when I posted it. So I'm watching Marissa this morning, and she's making like an ocean themed lollipop with, hi Maricela, how are you, my love? And I'm like, oh, she's kind of doing the wrong theme. But that's okay. Like, don't worry, it's beautiful. I love it. I'm going to make one. I'm going to buy that napkin from her for 75 cents. I love it. And then lo and behold, I get live this morning. I pull up to do the lineup, and I read that I had grabbed the wrong date. So, like I said, I might get fired. I keep thinking there's that 80s song, that song, the Only Human song. I'm only human. I mean, I guess there was just so much that my brain could take. So between 5 days with a toddler and a 1-year-old, we had anything that could come out of the body from both ends came out of the body. So we had quite a bit of cleanup to do, extra bath times at, 1 in the morning. It was my daughter's birthday yesterday and Father's Day. I've got a full day ahead. Like, so this girl, my poor brain, I've got honestly an exciting announcement that is going to be coming up this week. And hi, Stephanie. And my brain has been a little bit on that exciting announcement. Hey, Tina. So I apologize, but we're doing popcorn. We're going to do some bumblebee popcorn. So if you're just popping on, and the reason I'm doing popcorn is when my dad used to take me to the Dodgers games as a young girl, my favorite thing was to get a big bucket of popcorn. Of course, half of it would end up on the floor. Yeah, Tammy, me too. Okay, so here we go. Our nice square. It's firm. I've got my top on. I mean, it is ready to go. But to cover up this and to give my my popcorn a little bit of dimension, I have this piece of styrofoam. Now, obviously, this just came out of like a packaging. It's packaging material, but I keep it, of course, because that's what Ginge does. And we're just going to cut, I'm going to take my square. We're just going to cut a little piece with my crafting tool here. Pamela. I believe that was right. You know when you say something and then after you say it, you're like, oh my gosh, was that wrong? Floral Bounty, that is Pamela, right? Please tell me I was right. Hi, Deanna and Sherry. Okay, then I'm going to cut one little smaller piece. Let's do this to just give me a little bit more dimension. So y'all, don't throw away your styrofoam. So So I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. We had a wonderful and busy Father's Day weekend. Hold on. Oh, where did I get the bees? I know, sorry, Marissa. Hey, Betsy. Hi, Trina and Beth. I got these at Hobby Lobby in the party section. So there is a whole theme that is like, it's bee themed, but for a baby shower. So these are just the little popcorn buckets. They come flat, you put them together. I stuffed them, filled them with some plastic bags, and then I put a little cardboard top. Now we're gonna take this little piece of styrofoam. Maybe it's too big, so sorry, Marissa. I might have to cut this again. That would be horrible. Maybe I can just shove it in there. I think I can shove it in there. Hi, Rita and Hazel. Hi, Trina. Okay, so we're just gonna put a little bit of glue. Hi, Zach. And then my sweet little 3-year-old granddaughter was all over, if you saw my live on Friday, she was all over my craft table. And then because I want to just build this up a tiny little bit, I'm going to just stick this in the center. No rhyme or reason, just popping it up. Okay. So we're going to now get our popcorn. I do have a popcorn mold. I got it on Temu. You can also get it, I'm trying to find it in my drawer here. You can also get it on Amazon. Just type in popcorn mold. I'm not seeing it here. It makes 12 pieces at a time. And you want to make sure when you are when you're making your popcorn, happy Monday, Debbie. Sorry for the sorry for my confusion. So I made all of this ahead of time. It makes it much easier. So this is a popcorn mold. We've got our yellow and our white popcorn. I am gonna make, I think I made about 40 pieces. 14, 16, 6, 28, 30, 2. So I made this when we were actually away on vacation. So popcorn, this takes a while. So you have to put your popcorn into the freezer to get it out of the mold. So when I was at Disney World, we were in a house. And so I just, every morning I would make a batch. I'd put it in the freezer. When we got back in the evening, I would pop it out, let it dry. And so over the course, hey, Carly, over the course of a week, I actually had all the popcorn that I needed. And then now it's had a nice amount of time to dry. Of course, now I'm getting this all mixed up. We are making bumblebee popcorn. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 10 more pieces. And I approximated how much I would need. I'm hoping that I have enough. There we go. I'm gonna make 8 of these total. Obviously not today, but over time. Oh, Brenda's on baby watch. That is so fun. Okay, and the first thing we're gonna do is I'm just gonna start gluing the popcorn. And this is the one reason why I did the white here, to lift it up a little bit, so that if you happen to see anything underneath the popcorn, you're only seeing white. So keep us posted on baby watch. And what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna put a little bit of hot glue on here. Don't come after me for the hot glue. I don't ever have any trouble with my stuff sticking. I know some people do. If my clay is nice and dry, yeah, it was, Carly, I should have had a few more molds. I, at the time, now Carly knows, she was at my house once when we did a popcorn design. Carly knows the dedication of making popcorn. Now, you can make popcorn without a mold. Carly is great at making popcorn without a mold. You can like make little balls, take your tool. There's lots of tutorials on making popcorn without a mold. I bought the mold, so I wanted to use it. Oh yeah, Rita, that's a great idea. So Rita is saying that Michael's has it in a garland, and you can just take the garland apart. That's a great idea. So I'm just going around the edge of my bucket, almost like it's kind of spilling over. Get the other side. Good morning, Heidi. How are you? I don't know if it's better to put the hot glue on the, maybe it'd be faster on the bucket. Yeah, if I would have known how long it took me to make popcorn, I would have bought more molds. Okay, so we've got it on our sides. Now we're just gonna start building, going around. And you know what? I think it does go by a little quicker if I just put the hot glue on the styrofoam. So let's do that. Much better, much quicker. And I just kind of shove them in, creating like a little puzzle. Push it down. So now we're building the inside of our popcorn. Hi, Terry. And I'm just alternating my colors. Hey, Stephanie. So when Carly and I had our Christmas event, we did a popcorn bucket. There was lots of popcorn involved. It was a huge Grinch bucket. Okay, so we're just doing this first layer. And now we're gonna start building up our popcorn. Sam, do you have a driver for your moving truck yet? Hi, Holly. Okay. We've got our base layer down. Okay, so we've got this one layer of popcorn all the way around, so it's covering our styrofoam. And now we're just gonna start filling in. I still have lots of popcorn left. And you know, eventually we want this popcorn bucket to just be nice and full, and we're gonna decorate it with some fun things. Good morning, Cynthia. Hi, Terry. Sorry about the comments, guys. I have not had one comment appear. I'm getting a little annoyed with our good friends over at Facebook. They are really wanting to make our life a little bit more difficult. So now I'm just taking my second layer. We're gonna go around in like the perimeter. Just start popping popcorn in these little spaces. Hi, Shannon, how are you? So I'm gonna make a pose. I'm giving you guys a little teaser. I am about to make a huge announcement. For me, it's the biggest announcement that I have to make since starting Glitzy Creations by Ginger. It is, for me, probably one of the biggest things that I'm gonna be doing as a designer and a creator. So be on the lookout. In the next couple of days, I will be posting the day, and then we'll have countdown to the big, massive, huge, you don't want to miss it announcement. If anybody wants to take guesses on what the announcement might be, oh, was that on your live? I know, because I kept commenting, I kept saying things. I just thought you were being a mean girl. I thought you were ignoring me. I thought you had gotten so many complaints, Marissa, about me from your Crafters Coalition that you were like, bye, Felicia. Don't even come on here anymore. I'm not playing with you. You are nothing but trouble. That's what I thought, Marissa. So when I saw you here today, I was so happy. I'm like, oh, maybe she doesn't. Like, maybe she's not kicking me out of her coalition. Eliza, you might be onto something. You might be getting warm. Same with you, Rita. I've got some exciting things in the works. Yes, Sam. So, oh, well, that too, Albert. That too. This is so much fun, you guys. I love making these. Yeah, so y'all can't see comments either. It is frustrating. I tell you what, guys. So maybe Terry and Albert, maybe I have 2 announcements. Maybe. So, you know, when you start a project, sometimes, I know comments are not our friend right now, Shannon, are they? Ooh, Tanya, that might be fun. Okay, pushing these in. I know, Maricela, it's crazy and frustrating. So again, my dear friend, you're seeing comments, Elsie, lucky you. I on my screen, I see none, but on my phone, I'm kind of watching my replay. Yeah, Lydia, true. Isn't that true? They just are like, y'all aren't welcome here. Be gone. Whoop. Okay, so that was not dry. And my husband has been working on a new logo for me so that I can make personalized tags for my clothing line. So that is going to be fun. So I can see some people coming in. Yeah, don't jinx yourself. Tanya, you're in Australia, so they're probably much nicer to y'all over in Australia than they are here in the States. And how much time do I have? Ooh, I have 15 minutes. How cute is this coming out, guys? I am in love with this adorable little popcorn bucket. Oh, so Rita, I would love for you to come to Texas. I would love that. Now I'm just making a mess. Sometimes my husband will say, what did you make in your craft room today? I'm just like, a big old mess. That's what I made in my craft room. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you, Robin. Robin, your item is on its way. I will message you on what happened. Got a piece of my hair stuck to that hot glue. And maybe I don't need this much popcorn. Okay, we're just gonna take these pieces, put them up at the top. Let's see, I want one more there. Oh no, Tanya, that stinks. I know, we had to get a new oven about a year ago. I don't use the oven a lot. So we had, hi Margarita. We had crazy storms yesterday. Like, we're swimming in the pool. We're enjoying our time out there. My granddaughter is like, that's what she loves to do. She's 3 and she loves to go under the water. She thinks she's all that. And so we get out. No sooner do we get out and storms blew in. It was like tons of wind. Do I gotta check under my eyes? Tons of wind, tons of rain. And it was like crazy for like an hour. And then $2,500 for an oven? Okay, here's our popcorn bucket. All nice and done. I got hot glue on my thumb. Get that off. Hate that feeling. Okay, now we're going to, I have these adorable little honey dippers. These ones are small. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna use a skewer. I wish I had a metal one. Maybe. Okay, so we're gonna put this in our and it's pretty wide. I should have made a spot for it earlier. Let's see if it's gonna fit. I'm gonna have to probably, oh, there we go. That's good. I kind of wanted it at an angle. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I bought this honey colored glue stick. Again, I got glue strings everywhere. This honey colored glue stick. I think we spent, maybe we spent that much. We have a double oven. I want to say it was only like maybe $1,500. I don't remember, but Jolene's was $3. Okay, so this is an automotive. I got these on Amazon. Of course, I bought them last year. There's no identifying marker on here, but if you look up automotive glue sticks, these will pop up. I have a glue gun that I just use for my honey drip. It's a cheap, like, you know, probably Dollar Tree. I've had it forever. And I am going to do some drip along the top. And then we've got this cute little honey drippings coming down from our little honey dipper. Now I'm going to pop it back in that hole. Whoops. we're going to put a bunch of hot glue. This is just the regular hot glue, not my honey dipped. We're gonna pop it in that hole that we made. Okay, and then we've got the honey dipper into our popcorn bucket. I kind of wish it was slanted a little. Maybe I can. Maybe it's not too late. Holy moly, girl. I'm looking down like Ginge needs to get her roots done. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Okay, here we are. Now we're going to take our honey dripping glue stick and we're going to have just some honey dripping down our off of our popcorn onto our bucket. If you can see that, we've got honey just dripping down. Gonna do little bits. I'm actually just probably gonna drip the honey on the white. Because you won't really see it on the yellow. Hello, Shannon. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Okay, I've got 6 minutes. Okay, so I've got my little honey drips all over my popcorn. I've got glue strings everywhere, so let's get those off. You can take your heat tool, and if you just run your heat tool over your item, all of those glue strings will just contract. Last thing we're gonna add are these adorable little bees. They are probably about a ½ inch long. I did get these on Temu. Now guys, I ordered from Temu last night. And it wasn't local warehouse. So I don't know, a lot of the stuff that I had in my cart that was from China is like still considered sold out. But I was able to order a few things. There was no tariff on it. So I was really surprised. I don't know has anyone heard if Temu is back? Has anyone ordered? I kind of have been off of the app for quite a while. So now we're just gonna take our little tiny bees. How many do I have here? 2, 4, 6. I probably just can do 2. Unless I can order more. So we're just gonna hot glue these little cutie pies onto the popcorn. Okay, there is our popcorn bucket with our honey dipper, our honey drip on our popcorn pieces. You also, I might add a little bit of crushed rock to this. I'm not sure. To add a little bit of black, I might go in and do that, but I do love all of that beautiful shiny honey dripping down. Absolutely in love. Now, again, this is Yes. That is true, Jolene. I heard that as well. Thank you, Jenna. Hey, Lisa. Carly, Facebook wants to let me know you are here. Thank you, Cynthia and Tammy and Wendy and Jolene. Yeah, so Michael's has a small amount of fabric. They will be expanding their fabric line. Right now, they don't even have decent cutting tables. I don't know how they're going to do it. Thank you, Sam. So we've got our cute little popcorn bucket. So the theme, I thought today the theme was take me out to the ballpark. For me, the ballpark reminds me of my sweet dad who has passed away about 11 years ago. So this is in honor of him buying me popcorn at the Dodgers game. I know, you're here. Facebook wants to let me know you are here. It keeps telling me. Crafting in Chaos. They're watching. Thank you, Jan. And Jan, I will see you soon. Okay, so here we go. Here's our design. Let me give the correct lineup. Thank you, Darlene. The correct lineup for today. We started out the day with our beautiful Marissa with Doss Craft Boutique, starting at 6 a.m. or we'll do Eastern time, 7 a.m. Eastern. 8 a.m. Eastern is Ginger with Glitzy Creations by Ginger. Up after me is Jenny with Colossal Creations. At 10 o'clock is Tanya with Ribbon Branch Crafts. 11 o'clock we have a break. 12 o'clock is Christine with I'm Snow Crafty. 1 o'clock is Heavens to Betsy Cakery. 2 o'clock is our fearless leader, Debbie's Bright Ideas. 3 o'clock is Misty's Creations. 4 o'clock is CPC Crafts with Carol. And at 5 o'clock is That's So Cute by Dee. So another great full day. If you can't catch us all live, which I know is very difficult to do, especially on a Monday, there's lots of events going on, especially on a Monday when people are like, heading back to work. Let's see if I'm missing any like goodbyes. Oh, that's so cute. The beautiful popcorn. Hi, Jody. You take that's okay. Awesome. Brenda takes popcorn to the beach. So I was able to weave those themes together. I will do better at paying attention to my flyers and not getting confused and posting the wrong one. So I apologize for that. But here's our cute little bee popcorn. Let's head on over. I already ginge. We're going to head on over to Jenny with Colossal Creations, see what amazing things she has for us today. And I will see you all again soon back here at my craft table. Have a fantastic Monday.